Black people can't be anti-Semitic. We are Jew. You understand what I'm saying? We are Jew.
And my name translates in the Hebrew language as Yahweh. So I went on to Amazon Prime. I was like, you know what, let me see if there are any documentaries on Yahweh. So went in the search bar, typed in Yahweh, that came up. Went out and shared it on my platform. That was my night.
Father God is fighting this battle for us. We're being driven by him, by his justice, by his vengeance and his recompense. Yes, it's real. Believe that. The fishers and the hunters have been released. And as one of those fishers, allow me to announce in our native, in our primary language, Baruch Haba Beshem Yahweh, blessed be he who comes in the name of the Lord. Thank you.
Type of conversations that we have to continue to have. If you guys want to have this conversation with me, let's have this conversation. Let's talk about it. We can talk about the 12 tribes of Israel, who are the chosen people. Let's talk about it.
My whole family, we all Hebrew Israelites.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Talk about that YAHAWAH, that Ishmerecha. That's a prayer. It's called the Aaron blessings. You know, so Haran Baruch. So it's the blessings from Aaron that he did over the people of Israel. So I believe that I am, in fact, a Hebrew Israelite.
The Bible said 400 years it said people would be in a country that you would be strangers in for 400 years, and this is 401. 1619. That's when slavery started, 1619. So here we are in 2020, and all this going on. I happen to be like, I feel like this is ordained, what I mean? I think it's the fulfillment of a prophecy.
How do you break that down to me, G? I just said, I'll come to the realization, saying some years back, that, who we call African Americans here in this country is the descendants of the biblical Hebrew Israelites.
I love the Israelite community, man. I believe they dope. Got a lot of dope insight, a lot of things that people that's not Israelites can learn from.
Genesis chapter 11 verse 10 explains the genealogy of Shem. Shem was a black man in Africa. If you repeat this back, Genesis 14 verse 13, Abraham steps on the scene. Being a descendant of Shem, which is a fact, means Abraham too was black. Abraham, born in the city of a black man, called Nimrod, grandson of Ham. Ham had 4 sons. One was named Cain. Here, let me do some explaining. Abraham, Isaac was the father. Jacob had 12 sons, for real, and these were the children of Israel. According to Genesis chapter 10, Egyptians descended from Ham. 600 years later, my brothers, read up. Moses was born in...
Just growing up, my uncle was a Hebrew Israelite. He passed away. I looked up to him a lot, you know what I'm saying? It just... The little bit I know about it, so I just feel like that's our true religion, you know what I'm saying? Our people are Israelites. That's what I believe,
My ancestors were Igbos from Nigeria, and Igbos are called Black Jews, that they go after things, and they're hard-working people. So all the way back in my DNA, we were self-sufficient.
Although they attracted star supporters like Stevie Wonder, the community remained in official limbo for decades.
I love you. Goes out to those that choose to use disrespectful views for original Jews. The chosen people of God be slandered and abused in the streets and the news by the season that blew. The synagogues and Satan want to keep us confused.
Some people told me that the Negro is the tribe of Judah and everything from the Bible. But as I dissected these things, and shout out to who believe in what they believe in.
Israelite books.
It's my belief. It's what my ancestry believes, and it's what Rosses believe. 12 tribes of Judah, Hebrew Israelites, are what we know today as black people in America.
But black people is the real Jews.
Because now I've educated myself and I understand who I am.
biblically, like spiritually, the true Israelite.
And when you do your real true research about the Hebrews and the Jews and the Israelites and all that, you find out that they look a lot like us sitting in this room right now.
I'm an Israelite. Shalom, Shalom, my keys. Whichever one you prefer. I know y'all probably looking at me like, oh, is that the actor dude? The dude from the movies, the blue dude who, you know, we get these people who say they're awake. We have to come together as one. And this is not some just money scheme or some whatever. No, this is time. Kwam Yasharallah, Israel. Kwam Yasharallah, Kwam Yasharallah. I love you. Shalom. And may the Most High be with you.
I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more.
Children of Israel are black people. Why is it such a problem to speak the truth?
It became a problem for us because of the propaganda machine. But it's more of a problem for them. They've taken our birthright.
They don't want us to be them.
They don't want us to be us.
People, you gotta realize, the first Jews were black.
Jews.
Yes.
Not Israelites.
Jews. The Jews.
Yeah.
The Jews. Jews were black.
Right. Wow.
My mother was like, her and her husband was like, hey, we're from the diaspora. We lost connection.
So let me say this.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Ba'ashem, Rakwah, Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstones. Shalom to mighty Akim, Wahakim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations. Put our actually Yasharallah. This is where the Kabul Kabgametri with no lesson. Today's lesson, it's going to be on the fact that so many Israelites, or so many Jakes, whatever you want to call them, they know that they're Israelites, but that's basically all it gets to. Oh, I just remembered another precept. Hold on. I'm going to mute myself. Alright, Slakia. So basically the thing here, this is the precept. Mark chapter 4, verse 3. Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow, and it came to pass as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up, and some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. Basically, this is a parable for like the seeds of YAHAWASHI, the seeds of truth being planted into people. All right, and people not being able to receive it or keep it or maintain it for a plethora of different reasons. So we have some certain things, like, say for example, let's say someone hears that they're an Israelite while they're walking down the street, and they meet camp or whatever on the street and whatever. They say, hey, you're an Israelite and whatnot, and then they try to go learn more, but oh wait, they don't have internet at home, so they can't go study up, they can't go learn it. So then that becomes a roadblock, and okay, well then their thing is parabolically the stony ground, and then as a result of the stony ground, they can't properly root themselves in because they don't have a proper place to learn. Or let's say they just don't want to listen, and okay, well then they just never get it, so then the fowls just take it up or something like that. Like these are, I'm not going to go through everything, but that's basically what's going on, where you have certain expectations. You think, oh, this, that, and third, or whatever. But the issue becomes is this going to be sustainable? And it is our job as followers of Yahawadah to make sure that it is sustainable. All right, and as a result of that, that's where you try your best to always stay on fire, always stay locked in the truth and whatnot. I had another precept but I'm failing at remembering it. It's like I don't remember. Fuck, I'm trying to remember it. But yeah, anyway, basically the thing is that you want righteous, you want good, but yet there's always something that gets in the way. Next, James chapter 1 verse 23. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. And that's the thing here, where we have certain expectations, but those expectations are quickly killed off because for whatever reason they only know about the word. And that's basically the thing in here, where people, they know about Israelites and all that stuff, but most people don't really care to implement that in their lives. And that's one of the biggest main things, the main issues that people tend to forget, which it is, all right, what is this for? What am I doing this for? What am I working up towards? Rather than just, I'm just going to do this just for the heck of it and whatnot. So yeah, with that, that's basically that. And a lot of them, maybe especially Kanye West, I don't know if he's sane. Well, he's obviously not sane, but still, it's just like how much of the things that he's saying is reliable, but yet, how much of it is actually real. All right, so yeah, that was just something that I wanted to kind of share, because I didn't see any documentary. I was curious on if there would be a Diddy documentary, but I'm not really gonna sit through that and watch. Maybe I would skim through it, maybe. But ultimately, yeah, because the same thing was happening where people want to blame Michael Jackson, and I don't know, because if Macaulay Culkin was with him and he didn't say anything, I kind of feel like, okay, well, I think I might know what had gone down, but again, it's all this hearsay and alleged, but it's only speculations. Like my guess, your guess is as good as mine, if not better. All right, so hence a part of this is really still you're just guessing and just hoping you get the right thing. All right, so continuing on. Yeah, it's a very grievous price to pay for you to just only be a hearer of the word rather than a doer. Matthew chapter 7 verse 23, and I then will profess you unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Which basically, this is another thing where for us, we profess to Yahawadah, we admit, Yahawadah, only God is Son, third, X, Y, and Z. But as a result of people's lack of inability to want to be obedient, all right, then you can't be expecting anything else from Yahawadah because you chose whatever it is that you chose. All right, so yeah, continuing on. Acts 19 verse 13. There then certain of the vagabond J's exorcists look upon him to call them over, which had evil spirits, the name of the Lord Yahawashi, saying, we adjure you by Yahawashi, whom Paul preached. And there were 7 sons of Skeva, J, and chief of the priests, which did so. And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahawashi I know, and Paul I know, but who are you? who are ye? Then the men the men in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of the house naked and wounded. And this was known to all the Jews and Greeks also dwelling in Ephesus, and fear fell on them all, and the name of the Lord was magnified. Basically, the thing to remember is that the name of the Lord was magnified, and it is a long-running thing where YAHAWAH was feared among the other nations. All right, and how was he feared? Well, that's because it always had something to do with the Israelites. Whenever the Israelites would be wrong, they would just call on the name of YAHAWASHI, and then okay, well they handle it. All right, like that's how things go. That's how things are, and so on. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Jeremiah 16 verse 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. And that's the thing here, where people are looking for profit, but at the same time, the profit, all the riches, the goods, the inheritance, Esau took. All right, he took it and didn't give it back. But yet, they're the greatest nation ever and all that stuff. But yeah, with that, pray the system was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakwak Wadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, above the ball and shalom.